Hey, what's up, Rangers?
Hi, what up, what up? Yeah, thanks a lot for the shoutouts. Glad
Yeah,
to be here. It's gonna
no
be
problem,
awesome.
man. All right, go ahead
Alright.
and share your full screen Discord, and we'll get
Yeah,
started,
yeah.
man.
Alright. Um, there we go. You see? Oops. You got it?
Yep. Me, you got
Yeah.
2,400 health.
Alright.
Maybe like 26.
So you went fleet resolve here, right?
Yeah, make sure to
Yeah.
mute the mic. Yeah,
Oh,
mute
yeah.
the sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's
Okay.
go in game here.
All right, let me.
Do you go second win? Do you go second win, right? But do you go revitalize or unflinching?
I could take a look. I changed it up depending on their comp.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. What I actually ran that game. 1 second.
I can see it here. You took you took unflinching. Yeah, unflinching is
Yeah.
good here because they have stuns, and yeah, I think it's fine here. I would go unflinching too, probably.
Yeah.
I think against Kennen though, I still don't know exactly if he should go MR though or armor because he does auto you a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I think
So what
I'm not
so here's what I do, and tell me if this is wrong. I take a
okay.
look, like when I play against a matchup like Shen or Kali or Kennen, something as hybrid damage, I take a
Okay.
look at their jungler to decide what to take.
Yeah.
So since it was an Echo jungle and they had Annie mid as like triple AP, top mid and jungle, I decided to take MR.
Yeah, I think it's not like this depends heavily, of course. Like, let's say the Kennen lands a lot of abilities, right? And then MR would be a lot better, but that's like inconsistent. So if it's like an AD, because I see some Tryndamere players, they will take MR against Kennen like every time. Like I think armor especially here, but that's good that you do it like that. I think that's the correct way. So since they have AP damage, I think it's actually probably maybe better. Yeah. So at the start, like against anything that is poke or ranged, you surely know this, but I go triple beat. I never go D shield. And the reason for this is the resale value from beats is like really insane. You buy them for 150 gold and you sell them for 105, so you only lose 45 gold per bead. But when you sell D shield, you're gonna lose 280 gold. And beads also build into Tiamat.
Okay.
So I always go beads. I don't think the difference is big, but I prefer beads. But again, D shield is like, if let's say you fight instantly from level 1, D shield's of course gonna be like better because you get an HP pool, you get flat HP, which is something that you don't get from beads. But
Yeah.
beads also scale more and more because it's based on your base HP region. So it scales more and more. The more levels you get, the stronger they get. So the longer you keep them, the better they will be. But like D shield region is always flat region. But I think the difference is like really small, but that's just another thing that I do.
Okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to try the triple bead. The only thing that pisses me off when I go triple bead is when I'm CSing under turret. That 5 extra AD sometimes like makes a difference.
Yeah,
And it, like,
yeah,
pisses me
it
off.
does.
Plus,
Yeah.
since I saw this guy took unsealed and not phased, I was like gonna try to like test some trades on him.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking to trade there.
Yeah, I think this is like, of course, like as you know, it's like trading HP. Even if you lose in terms of HP, it's still gonna be better for you because you of course have like incredible sustain and he doesn't. So
Yeah.
it's like yeah, it's like always gonna be beneficial. Just as long as you don't take like a massive amount of damage, then it's like it takes too long to regen it. But I think this is fine because this is what I would do too. Since Kennen really struggles to like deal someone pushing in instantly because he can't deal with that since he doesn't have good clear yet. He doesn't have all his abilities, so that's good pushing him in because he can't really bully you level 1 anyways.
Yeah. Can you believe this
That's
guy started fucking Cole?
I don't know. It's so greedy, and he doesn't have phases either.
Yeah, it's fucking ending.
Yeah.
Less than 3.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you take fleet into Kennen?
I take fleet into Kennen. I like besides Kennen and like Quinn and Akali, I don't really take fleet because I think tempo is such an insanely vital part of this champion's power. So if I know that I really need the extra movement speed and the sustain, and I know that I really I can't really get solo kills early game, then I go fleet if I really need it. But I always want to I never want to go fleet. I only go fleet if I have to go fleet.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think the difference how we play is sometimes when I watch you play, I feel like you're not thinking as aggressively as you should. You kind of default into this that, oh, I can sustain, so I will sustain, when you could like go for solo kills. And I think that it can still be good in the long run, that you might get a CS advantage with it or like pressure advantage. But I think there's like a lot of solo kills that you end up missing. I feel like that's the biggest difference between
Okay.
us playing.
Yeah, I've noticed like against some matchups, especially when I go against Vlad, I want to take like you probably go lethal against Vlad, right?
Yeah, I go lethal sorcerer with ignite against Vlad.
Yeah, because I feel like I can be even more aggressive against Vlad.
Yeah, for sure.
When I take fleet, but lethal obviously will scale better into the matchup. So like,
Yeah.
how do you approach a matchup like Vlad
I
when
just
like for the first like 3 or 4 levels?
Okay, well, do you kill him here? Okay, so against like something like Vlad, I will constantly go in, like pretty much every time he walks up, I will go in, because his Q's in a super long cooldown, and he can't, like, when you go in, what can he do? Like, he can't out DPS you, and if anything, you get his phase rush. So if he wants to burn pool to not take damage, then he burns pool, burns phase rush, and then he literally can't walk up like at all. So pretty much every time he walks up, like at all, you should just E in, because he can't damage you.
Okay.
Like he just straight up can't.
Okay.
So I think like even I think if you go a bit back here, when you were like under turret, I think like even here you can you don't need to be as passive as you can as you are. I think like contesting the wave a bit more, or even like trading HP is fine, because you're almost full HP and you have a pot, and he doesn't have any pots. So like trading HP, like now that it crashes like this, it's bad. But if you like thin it out a bit more right now, like he still doesn't have the pot, and he's like, you're still more HP. You're a level down, yeah, sure, but again, you have insane sustain, and if you go on him, he needs to go all the way back, and you can just walk back and hit the wave. So I feel like I would play more aggressive in this situation instead of just like letting him hit the wave and make it crash. Because now that he crashes, if the Kennen played this better, which he doesn't, he would just cheat or recall you on right now. Like he would just
Okay.
let you, because he's being dumb, right? Because he can't poke you out. You're Tryndamere and you're
Yeah.
full HP. He can't poke you out, so he should just cheat a recall and come back to lane without TPing, and then he would have an item advantage. But he ends up doing
Okay.
this playing.
Actually, go back about 20 seconds or so.
Okay,
So yeah, just go back go back to
right here.
before that. Okay, so right here, as this wave's crashing up, you would just start building up Fury, and then
Yeah,
you go in
yeah.
on it Kennen right now, as soon as he walks up.
I would be hitting these minions, and I would want him to walk up more. And then, even though I'm level 3 and he's level 4, I would go in. I would start hitting him, because he needs to obviously E away. Keep in mind, he doesn't have phase rush, so he can't escape you well. So you will E on him, and he can't really do anything, because you still have D shield, you have fleets, you have resolve, you have pot, you have so much sustain. So any sort of damage you do to him, so like you go in with E, he's gonna be like half health or maybe even less at that, and you're gonna maybe lose a bit of HP as well, but you still have insane sustain left. So I feel like here I would just sit here and hit the wave instead of walking all the way back, because you're full HP. I don't think you have much to fear, because again, he started cool. He's really weak.
Yeah,
He
and
doesn't.
also
Yeah,
I've Ghost and Flat. Like, say if Echo's just
yeah,
randomly there for whatever reason.
yeah. You
Okay.
can still get out. Like, you're still pretty safe. You're not like in a big danger to die.
Yeah, I play like when I'm playing to these kind of matchups, I play just like extra safe. But like when especially since this guy doesn't have face, he's just trolling, right? I should just
Yeah,
punish
he
this
is.
way harder.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, exactly. So like these sort of things, like him not having phase rush, I think that changes the dynamic of the matchup like entirely. Like this is, I play super aggressive, but when I see someone do shit like this, I will instantly go in like as soon as I get the chance, because you just can. Like right here, I feel like this is what you could have done even earlier. Like maybe not. Like let's say,
look at the previous spin. I think the previous spin I could have gone in, right?
let's see here.
Yeah, so I spun just for a minion there. Like I have a
Yeah,
potion here, and he doesn't. Like I could
yeah.
just walk up and spin on him right now, right?
You should have just wait, we can see here. So you position yourself like really far back, but you could like, yeah, you're like all the way here, and you're right now you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna E for this creep, right? But you could just be standing right here instead of being all the way here. And if he wants to walk up to auto you, you just E in and do the exact same thing that
Yeah,
he
and,
just
and
did.
he's in it in my whole fucking wave too. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So instead of being all the way over here, you should be here and like abuse. Like you should space better. So, but if he wants to walk up to auto you, which he obviously wants, or even auto to or come walk up to auto the minions, even like you should still pressure him all the time. But the fact that you're all the way down here, like you're not pressuring him at all. He can just do whatever he wants.
okay.
So yeah. All right, but you end up trying to go here, but you get stunned. Yeah. And he flashes. Yeah.
Do you want me? Sometimes I save W for after the face rush, or is it better, you think, to just use W instantly, even though he's got the face rush move speed? Like, if I had saved W there, like I spun into him, burn his face rush, then save W, think I kill him? Or maybe I like act like I think he used flash even though he didn't need to. But maybe I could have like actually forced him to use flash.
I think like with phase rush, the thing is that I think even if you save your W to like after the phase rush, I think he's still out with the phase rush. Like he goes super far, right?
Yeah.
So like I think you should just unless you have a very long way to like chase him, right? Like through the turret, like turrets down or something, so you can chase him like after even phase rush ends, and you have like ghost up or something. I think that's like the only time that it would matter to cast W after phase rush, because he will cover so much distance with phase rush. It's like he's really strong.
Yeah,
obviously, it's like really strong.
Obviously, this guy didn't take phase rush; it don't matter. But I'm just like think about like in general, like when I play against this matchup.
Yeah. So once he has phase rush, then it's more about how much damage can I deal before he procs phase rush and runs away. Like whenever you go for a trade, you need to think that, oh, will I deal enough damage in like the 2 auto attacks I might get? Is it gonna be worth? Because that's all I'm gonna get against phase rush, like realistically. So
I don't know, man. When Kennen combos perfectly, he fucking QWEs instantly. You don't even get a single auto. That's just broken.
Yeah, it is really annoying to deal with. It's one of those matchups that you kind of just flip it. If your team is better, you win. If your team is worse, you lose. So if anything, you're gonna be maybe like a bit up in CS, but a good Kennen with phase will never die to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, I assume you're gonna base here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure what to buy here. We'll see.
I bought Zerkers here. Do you think I should buy Tiamat?
I think I would have actually spun in on him there. Yeah, I think I would have. Like when he cancels me, I think I would insta spin in and like keep him in lane, because I think if he, or because you're still decently healthy, right? And this is a risk. Like this is I think a big difference between you and me, and I think the only difference between like being aggressive or passive, because I think in League people talk about passive and aggressive gameplay, right? Or playstyles. And I don't think that really exists as much. I think it's either it's a correct play or it's an incorrect play. But I think the difference between passive and aggressive is how you make plays based on information. So like if you don't know where the enemy jungler is, and Echo could be here, right? He could be, but I will still make the aggressive play with the lack of information. And I think you are more prone to like make the more passive play. So if you don't know, you're gonna make sure that you don't get fucked by the fact that you don't know. But I will almost always make the aggressive play, and sometimes that does cost me, like that does. So I think like right here, even though I don't know where Echo is, I would have probably still spun in here and like trade with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think just to have more impact in solo queue, I have to adapt to that kind of play style.
Yeah, for sure.
To climb up and challenge. Otherwise, like, there's gonna be too many games where like you take a look at their team and they got 8 knockups and you're just gonna be completely useless.
Yeah,
unless
so
I think
aggressive
play. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I think Tryndamere, as like a fundamental thing for this champion, is that if you're not ahead from lane, I think you're not useful compared to the enemy top, because I think this champion doesn't provide that much unless you're ahead, because He's like an AD carry. He needs so many items. You're basically a melee AD carry, and all AD carries, you need a lot of gold for items. So if you don't have those items, then you're just gonna get wrecked by those knockups and all the base damage and all the CC. So you need to hit hard whenever you hit the enemy. So you're gonna need a lot of gold. So I think being really aggressive is really, really necessary. Yeah, I assume you just go base here. Yeah. But yeah, I would also go Zerkers here. I think Zerkers are just a must against Cannon.
Yeah, I was thinking, especially since he didn't have phase, I actually have kill pressure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't, like, I took such bad recall positions here, man.
Yeah.
I think I actually end up staying, dude. Oh my lord.
Yeah. It's again, we kind of give the cannon just like, I don't know what the cannon is gonna do here. I hope that he cheaters on you, but if he doesn't, he's inting like again, like he's really. Oh well, he can actually maybe get a plate here, maybe. But I don't think he can bully you again. I think he should just base.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yeah, he's in danger here actually. Like he should have base for sure. He doesn't even get a plate here. But yeah, I think this isn't even too bad for you. Is this where you said you get a solo kill on him? Is this it? Oh damn. Yeah.
Alright, lead off of the crit. I'm pretty sure I killed. I really didn't go for the kill. I could have, because he had no flash, right?
Yeah, he has no flash, and you could maybe like W him and flash. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have gone for the kill. I think I end up like shoving in for the dive because I know he has no TP.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking risk just trying to go for the kill there. I probably definitely could have. I go for the shove in and dive, and if he doesn't stay, then I get a plate and back. Actually, I don't even get a plate. Oh, I see he stays. I dive him, right? I hope I do.
Yeah. This is a really free kill. Really free kill. Yeah.
I buffered the stun pretty well too.
I don't think flash was probably necessary there.
Yeah,
I think
I think the turret was like really
it's really close, but I think if you walk back for the last tower shot and then like break it immediately after, I think you don't need to flash there. But that's like a really like close call. Like if you die there, it's really bad. So I sometimes do that too. I play it safe and I flash when I actually, like in hindsight, you realize that, oh, I didn't need to flash there. But like in the moment, I think that's like a very like acceptable mistake that I think everyone makes. Even I do. Like everyone does that.
Denied the assist from Kennen by drawing up my death.
Yeah, that was good. I think this is actually like, this is good because now that you get this amount of gold, this is actually a really good buy since against Kennen, he really can't deal with you pushing him in. He can't really deal with Tiamat, right? Especially without Phaedrus. You can just do it. But the thing is that right here, you can also just build like Berserker's Greaves with like Crit Cloak, because again, we can once you close shop, you have Ghost up and he doesn't have Flash. So that's the thing. Like that's I will always like I'm not sure exactly, because I think this is a good buy too. And you can also just you can really fuck him up with this buy, but I'm really not sure like what I would do in this, because I really like both of these buys. But another option is to just, since he doesn't have Flash and you have Ghost, like as soon as you go back to lane, because this is gonna push to you, right? It's gonna push to you, so you're gonna have the wave on your side, so you can just run him down. He has no Flash and no ult, and if you have like Berserker's Greaves, no phasers either. Berserker's Greaves with like Crit Cloak or something, he's pretty dead, bro. You have Ghost and he doesn't have Flash, so that's like a thing that you can think of as well.
Yeah, one of my big faults I've been working on correcting is like I've had this like preset in my mind when I go fleet. You know, I really want to get Tiamat, but like I need to get rid of that, because a lot of times like I've been doing it some, but like what you're saying is totally right here, because I don't have to just default to the Tiamat. I could just go straight like Zerkers into the Essence Reverse, but like especially just to make sure like to stick onto his cannon, but there's no phase.
This is
go ahead.
Yeah, this is like I said, it is a difficult decision, but it is something to think of, because then again, it can also backfire. Like, what if Ken just somehow plays it really well, or that Echo comes and ganks you, and then they're gonna stack wave and you can't really clear it because you don't have Tiamat. So it can backfire, but it is something that you can think. And I think here the cards were played correctly on you. Like, you had a good situation here, good opportunity to just abuse the having Ghost and him not having Flash or Phase or ult. So it is a thing that you can do. But again, I don't want to say this is incorrect, but it could be. Because we don't know what would happen if you went the other build. Like, we can't tell.
Yeah,
Just
all I know is that, like, for the most part, in Silk, like, my junglers almost never play for top lane. I don't know how it is in Europe, but it's like, it's just constant, like, bot lane action, like, every single game. So, like,
it is, yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, unless I'm against, like, a fucking LCS duo top, you know, then I'm gonna get permacamped.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's mostly a 1v1.
Yeah. It's similar here, yeah. Sometimes when players know that, oh, this guy's doing well, so I think a lot of the time I'm not getting ganks, but as soon as I get like a solo kill, then my jungler's like, oh, he's the win condition. Then they come top and then they help me dive. So, you know, they just like they need the signal, you know, they need to know that, oh, is it worth going top? And as soon as they realize, like, oh yeah, it's worth, and then they come. But like, it is mostly 1v1 for me, so yeah. In Europe. Okay. Well, kind of just gonna run it down mid lane, didn't you? Damn.
Yeah. So I'm just getting so much.
Yeah, you're getting so much here. It should be really fucked here.
Yeah, I got so killed in TP, and then it was just like, from this, like, and when I'm taking a look at their team, like, this game should be over, but I fucking lost this because I made some really bad decisions mid-game.
Mm-hmm. So, right here, if we can go back a bit. So, right here, after this auto attack, I would instantly, because you see your wave is here, so his wave is here, right? Because they're always mirrored. So you could just auto this once and then start walking the wave already, because these creeps are going to finish the plate, and you're going to get the plate anyway. And you're just going to go here and just get the wave when it's here already. And then Kennen needs to walk through you. And he can't. He can't walk through you. So you deny him entry to the lane, because he can't escape. And you can also ward right here to this bush. So or on try, so you can't be surprised by Echo. We see Annie, we have good vision on River. We also have Olaf here, so nobody can come from River. So anybody that wants to come to you is like coming from here, and you can just ward right here, and you can just proxy him. So if Kennen's here alone, there's nothing he can do. He can't walk through you, and the only way he can get to you is if he gets helped by Echo. And if anything, you just waste Echo's time. You can just walk away. So.
Okay.
On this auto attack, what I would do is I would walk here and just start hitting the wave with Tiamat. You have Tiamat, so you just insta clear it. So you just deny him entry to the lane. But now we're kind of hitting this plate, and you might still get this plate, maybe, before Kennen comes. Yeah, you do. But I think it's like, yeah, you get one more plate, but denying Kennen entry here would be like at least my priority, because now he actually gets back to lane and he can actually get these minions. But you would get this plate anyway sooner or later, but he wouldn't get these minions if you denied him entry.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
I think my plan was to insta-dive him as soon as he came back. But yeah, I could have just completely denied him.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I ulted super early.
Yeah.
So I fucking backed off, plus I saw, oh my god. I didn't have to ult so early, man. He had nothing.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is just really poor play. I just end up dying here.
Yeah. So like again, it is like result-based analysis, or like we can't exactly know what would have happened if we did the thing that I was talking about like denying him entry. So we can't know, but I'm pretty sure like it would be a really good play to do that instead of course, what happened. But
okay,
you obviously already...
so go back about 20 seconds back to when it was like 2 plates on the turret.
Like here?
Go back a little bit. One more. Yeah, right there. So right
yeah.
here, What I'm concerned, like, so sometimes I would go for the proxy there, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm worried about is because my mid laner's dead.
Okay.
And if I walk the proxy, I could ward for the echo.
Yeah.
My Olaf's doing Rift Herald, so he can't really help me with this proxy either.
Yeah.
You're saying you would still
I would
go for
because
that.
because we see Annie and she can't come from river. So let's say if Annie starts getting going to Fog of War, right? If she goes and we see that she walks topside from here, then I would you would already be here. Like if you went when I said that you should go, you would already be hitting this wave, and you have Tiamat, you insta clear that shit. So and you would just stand there, and if you see that Kennen is still coming, like we can just roll it here. So if you're here already, you're like out of the vision. You would be here on the right already hitting the wave, and the wave would pretty much be down already because you just insta clear it.
Yeah.
And then Kennen would walk up, so he has to come through you, which he might do, but then you will for sure kill him because he didn't even do that, and you still almost dove him when you started the fight under his turret. You still almost dove him. So if you were like here and he still wanted to go through, he's for sure dead because he was one auto attack off anyway. So and we see Echo here, but Echo could have came here, but I think you're still fine. You can still just walk away pretty much. Like I don't think they can kill you.
Okay.
And if anything, when Kennen comes, you would have already taken the wave already when Kennen's here. Like just when he arrives, you would have already taken the wave.
Also, I would force the pressure from Annie, so she wouldn't even gonna plate, maybe mid or something.
Yeah. So
I can't believe I used ult that fucking early. Damn. And then like I could have just still committed onto him there, but like I saw the echo behind me, I backed out. I should have just killed the Kennen.
Yeah.
And then I would have had Ghost for like 20 million years.
Yeah.
All right.
So like right here, it's too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ends up.
I'm just dead.
Yeah. And yeah, this is I would buy this as well. I like this buy. I would do that too. So one thing that I wanted to say is that I don't know how you build Tryndamere, but in my opinion, whenever you base for any items, you should always buy like as many items as you possibly can with the amount of gold you have. It doesn't matter if it's an ER component or a Stinger component or a Tiamat component. You should just buy as much as you can because you have infinite sustain. So there can be plenty of times where you just base with like 2,000 gold. You don't have TP either, so you need to be as strong as you can with every single base.
Yeah.
Because you have lots of like cheap components on your items, which is great. So you can just buy all these components as much as you can afford whenever you base, because you have infinite sustain, right? So you can you should be as strong as you can be whenever you can.
Yeah,
so
I think I do that. Like, so even though I'm building towards Essence Reaver, say like my next component of Essence Reaver, like say I need the Crit Cloak and I have 700 gold, I'll buy Double Dagger there because it built in the Stinger. Yeah, I think I do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking. That's a good example. So that's what I think is good because I see a lot of like some people that I have coached as well. Like of course like who are way worse than we are. So like they build and they like really tunnel on the ER and they just straight up don't spend like 500 gold sometimes or 600 gold sometimes just because they can't get an ER component. And I always tell them that it's just you really should take those components even if it's not the item that you're gonna build or you would like ideally want right away. Yeah, pushing here is of course good, like because it's one plate, so you wanna make sure you get that.
Yeah, I think I'm just bum rushing for the turret.
Yeah, that's good. Ooh, he. Oh, damn, that's like such a lucky turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he fucking E'd into lane.
Right, in
front of me, so I was like...
and you saw that and tried to go in, but he got a pretty lucky turn there.
Yeah.
I doubt he even tried that.
Yeah. Also, like this guy's spellbook, so I'm trying to keep track of his like summoner spells too, so like get heal here.
No.
I don't want to like overcommit.
No.
Yeah, I'm wanting to know what my screw is doing. I think I'm positioning for a potential kill.
Yeah, this is really good. This is very good. You already took the enemy jungle camp, and you're just threatening. And if anything, you're just denying any minions here. Yeah, you already denied like at least 1 or 2 minions here. So that's fine. You don't have anything else to do, so why not do that?
Yeah, I'm also just trying to be like kind of close to the dragon.
Yeah. So in case a fight breaks out, you're here because you don't really have anything to do in top lane. So this is fine. Right now, I don't think since I think it's at this point, I think it's like decently clear that. Or actually, no, we don't actually see anyone.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to make sure we get the dragon and then I can go straight back top lane. I'm just playing the dragon.
Yeah. I was looking at the map and I didn't see that. You actually couldn't see anything, so it was actually or anyone.
Like,
so it
I
was
just want to know why my Olaf is turning off this fucking dragon, dude. He just should stay on it.
Yeah, well, you got it. And maybe you wouldn't have gotten it if you weren't here, so that was good. Sometimes, like, a fault in me is that what I should work on personally is that I'm like very selfish. I'm very, very selfish. Like, I believe in myself the most to win the game. So I sometimes like end up go and taking CS from my teammates, or like not like to grief them, of course, but like if an AD carry wants to take a wave or something, when it's like a shared wave, like late game, I might still take it because I believe in it.
I'll only take I'll only give them the wave if they're specifically like they ping an item that they want.
Yeah.
And they're like 200 gold away. I'll play. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Then, because it would be griefing to not let them take it. Like,
that's the only time I would. Do it. Otherwise, I'd take all the waves. And like, every time I roam, I just help my laner shove the wave. I soak the XP from the lane or whatever.
I think it's very important on this champ. I don't think you should like be supportive at all when playing Tryndamere. You should like only think about yourself because you really need all the gold you can get. This champ is so gold hungry and you need everything you can.
Yeah, I think this invades bad. I have Essence Golder here.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you should just base. Like once there's nothing to realistically take on the map and you can get an item, instant base, like no seconds wasted, because all these seconds that you just did could already be spent. Like you could already be like here, already walk into lane. You wouldn't be missing some of the minions here. But yeah, I would build the same thing. Skip a bit. Just go top lane.
Yeah.
Damn. I think right now you're like strong enough to 1v2, so yeah, I really like this aggression.
No, I have a couple really unlucky W's this game, I remember.
Yeah. I think that like the Hennen's not even trying to like dodge them, but he just does. Nice.
Yeah, make sure just to walk in KS.
Of course.
Yeah, so like I made so many like laning phase mistakes, but because the guy was so bad, I still ended up like getting a fucking ridiculous lead.
Yeah, like if this was an LCS player, it would have not went this well for sure.
Yeah, like I noticed like I'm really good at just punishing these fucking like autofill tops or people who just like are playing a champion just to counter me when they like say it's like a like an Aatrox main or something. They'll pick Kennen even though their main champ's not Kennen, just to like beat me up. I beat those kind of players really well, but when I'm playing with the players that just like really know how to abuse me with a champ like Kennen or whatever, like I think these tips that you give me to learn how to play more aggressive against this type of player is going to help me out a lot.
Yeah, it is very important.
Because I end up playing too passive against these players when there's a lot more to punish.
Yeah. Every time you should look to like never default into like you talk about fleet, about when you have fleet, you just want to go Tiamat, just like by default, right? Yeah. So you should never like, I don't think that's good. You should always think actively. In any case, any second of the game, you should always think like, what is the best play right now to do? Like right now. So never like default into this mindset that, oh, I'm gonna do this just because I have this thing, but you should just always think like, what is the best thing to do right now?
By the way, you like Stinger Sheen for 40% CDR?
I would not do this. I never do this personally.
What do you do?
I would just go BF Sword right now with this gold.
Okay.
I would just go BF Sword.
So when you take fleet into Kennen, you take resolve second, right? So you just sit on 30%.
Yeah,
and just go
I
into
don't.
Infinity Edge?
Yeah, I think Infinity Edge and like just getting that 25% extra crit chance is the thing you want. I think the two things that you really want, like I think Stinger's like almost up there, but I think Stinger as well is like it's really good, but it's not something that you have to have. Is ERIE. Like ERIE is the two items that I will always want as like within my two first items. I will never finish items or any other item before ER into IE, like full
Okay.
items.
So
I go Stinger after ER plenty of times. Like most games, I will. Before I finish IE, I have Stinger, but it's not like something that I always like look to do. It's just that Stinger is much easier to finish than a full Infinity Edge, right?
yeah, so your buy here would be Stinger and BF Sword
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I would go BF Sword right here.
Yeah,
So
again, just trying to spend as much gold as possible. Because like if we went straight into Infinity Edge, like BF Sword and like say Crit Cloak or something, we'd be like maybe I could sell like my Doran Shield for like a dagger or something, but that's not the best.
No.
Yeah.
I think Stinger right here is for sure like with this amount of gold, Stinger or like 2100, Stinger and BF is in my opinion the better buy. I think 40 attack damage is gonna outvalue the Sheen proc plus the 10% CDR. Plus it builds into IE in the future. So I think that's what I would do. I don't think this is bad because again 10% CDR is good, and I think the Sheen effect is good because you have your E super low cooldown, so you're gonna get plenty of Sheen procs. But personally, I think IE is just so good on this champion, and yeah, I'm just a big fan of building IE pretty early.
Yeah. I've noticed like a lot of games just like end when I get my IE spike and I just two shot the like a carry or something.
Yeah,
I catch them out.
So
I think I'm thinking about the CDR too much. When like it's really about the damage in those two autos like that you end up getting on a carry rather than CDR.
Yeah, exactly. I think it is much better, and also it will make you crit more, which is like the 25% crit chance is, of course, it's like gonna help you also get more ease. So it's basically more CDR when you get IE instead of Triforce.
God, I hate my team. Like, why'd they get cut off for fucking drag, dude? I was like positioning for it too. I was so mad.
Yeah, it is like it's just the life of a split pusher that you just need your team to not int, and you're gonna like be super strong, but when they just int, it's really
Because
hard.
I'm on such a good spike here, and
yeah,
and then we can't
like
use it.
Yeah, you could carry the fight if they just were there, but they didn't. Yeah, I would take golems here. Yeah, you take them now. Nice.
Yeah, I try to like stay out of vision too.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, no way. Oh, it still dies. Yeah. All right. Nice. Nice. That was really nice. Yeah, those guys got fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like
right.
from this point, we could just end Baron and ended. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think right now it's just Baron's call for sure. Do you guys get it? Oh, Ezreal dies.
Yeah,
Ezreal just went and died.
I know. Like it's so like oh god, it's so like why? Like we just got three picks.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
that's so frustrating. But
yeah, I don't think
we
you guys
killed
have enough
Echo.
damage. Do you guys have enough damage?
I don't know. They fucking TP'd. I don't think we get it because the Ezreal died for no reason.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't.
got 3 kills. Ezreal walked up, died for no reason. Like, man.
Yeah. I think like right now as well, I instead of like trying to actively fight, I would just be pinging back. Like I would be looking at my gold and I would just be like, guys, let's just Ezreal ran it. Let's just deal with it and let's just base.
Yeah, I waste a lot of time here because I could be getting that bot wave pushed out.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now, you should have based like ages ago, and you should be bot lane. Especially like the thing is here is that the sooner you go, because they're not set up at all. Like Echo's still dead, and they're like getting camps and pushing in stuff, etc., etc. So if you were based already, because of course always the threat, because you don't have TP, so you're bot lane. So always the threat is that the enemy can just go Baron. Like that's always a threat, right? But if you were based already, you would be here. You would already be pushing the wave, and whenever, because Echo's still dead for quite a long time, and then he needs to walk up. So if the enemy would ever go Baron, you would have already pushed in this wave, and then somebody would have to come to deal with you already. Then you would have prio, and then you could have moved mid potentially for a fight, get the turret, or maybe even go to Baron yourself. But like wasting all this time here is like, it looks like a very small mistake, but
it's huge because Echo, since Echo's dead, I could have been putting myself in a position to pressure so much earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
And, it's just it's so important too. Just because like the longer that it takes for you to get in position of pressure, the more time your team has to fucking int it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because especially with like us having Rift Herald, like going down mid here, if I was already at the tier 2 turret,
yeah, you would be here if you based already.
It would have infinitely more pressure.
Yeah, and potentially like you could be here, and if you were right next to them here, then maybe you could have like, does your team die here? Yeah, I think that they do. So this small mistake that you did potentially, I'm not gonna say it would because I don't know, but it potentially could have won you this fight if you based earlier right here. So these kind of like small things snowball into like this huge thing that can actually swing the game.
At the same time, why is my team push mid when Syndra's covering top and I'm not shove? But
this is not your fault.
I know, but like, it's something I could have prevented. I know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I know it's like frustrating because I know as well that it's not your fault. Your team dying here is not your fault. The Eshel's just like, he's really inting right now. He's really, really inting. But this thing that you did like here, it could have prevented this. It could have prevented your shit team from being shit.
Yep.
Damn. Okay, so what I would have done right here, I would have just pressed Q. I would have just pressed Q. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he would have died. You would have just pressed Q, and I think you're out and just walk away.
I pressed ulti because I was trying to like make something out of the situation so they didn't just get Baron.
Yeah.
Because with Olaf going in there, it's bad.
Yeah. I think, like, personally, I think if you pop ult right now, I think you're too far from the enemies to make use of the 5 seconds. Like, you have already used the second from your ult, and you're still too far. So this ends up not.
And because I did it, it forced me to have to like try to go for like a very max range E flash, and I just was barely out of range, and
yeah.
I think this play lost me the game.
Yeah.
I remember very like from this point, like the Twitch got huge, and then it was a huge AD diff after this.
Yeah, he gets 3 kills. He gets triple.
4, I think. Oh no, the Echo got it.
The Yuumi is not gonna, or not having a nice time with Escher. Understandable.
Yeah, he fucking
Okay.
This is how it be sometimes, man. And now it's like he's 3 levels down. That god. Now it's at the point where it's like, it's hard for me to pressure up now because I wasted that window where I could have been splitting, and now it's so hard to split.
Yeah.
Even though I crushed the cannon.
Yeah. So now that they are like as. Oh wait, what happens here?
I forced something I shouldn't have forced.
Yeah. So like again, you know that. Well, you already know it, but like it's against this kind of comp.
I can't go. I can't be
every E is so important. Like how you use your E against champions like this is so good, like so important. Like one E can easily make you so useless because if you fuck up an E, then you're gonna get knocked up. You're not getting any autos off. Your E is gonna be on the full cooldown, and
well, it's like even before that, even considering that, like the screwed up, it's why am I the one engaging in that situation? I should have just W'd and then positioned for dragon, or like try to position for a flank. But I fought the enemy team just full frontal for no reason, and yeah. I remember I've just made that mistake earlier, which like I didn't realize the gravity of my mistake at the time.
Yeah.
But then like that mistake right there was the one I was more mad about, because that was something I easily could prevent. The other one was like I could have backed a little bit earlier, but that one was like totally my bad.
Yeah. And now it's like that fight they even got Ocean, and it's really, really difficult now. I think like right now it's just you're so dependent on your team, and you know that your team sucks. So I think you're gonna just force something here.
Yeah, I try to go after a jungle, try to like take their smite out, I just die.
Yeah. I think like this is like a Hail Mary play, because you probably know for a fact that it's really over. It's now or never. So
yeah,
you go for it, but
yeah,
doesn't really end up working out.
All right, we can cut off this segment here because I think the game's just over from this point. I should have pressed yes.
Yeah.
I think I'll press no just because it's ending, but.
Alright,
guys, let me know what you think about this coaching session. I honestly have learned so much so far, and if you guys want to see a second part, if we get 1,000 or more likes on this video, I'll go ahead and post a second part from this coaching where I will play a live game and have him coach me live to even learn even more, or to apply what I've learned from Rangers already into the next game. But make sure to like the video, subscribe, and also I want you guys to follow Rangers on Twitter. It's RangersXD. On Twitch, make sure to follow and subscribe. Use that Twitch Prime. Do I have mine available? Not yet. September 20th, I'll remember. Use your Twitch Prime. And then also subscribe to RangersX on YouTube. So I'll also put his links in the description down below, but you can also check it out here. Make sure to watch his Twitch stream. He's a phenomenal streamer. He's really funny, and he's extremely informative. Also, he's just the best. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.